Okay, so step three in delivering highly accurate revenue predictions early in the quarter is to get with your reps and conduct very data driven one on one coaching sessions around the deals. So, just to recap what the first two steps were, the first thing we did was triangulate between what are we being asked to deliver on, which is a $45 million number here. What are the reps telling us they're gonna deliver on? In this case, 51 million is what the team is saying they're gonna roll up. We have 80 million in pipeline, and we're looking at what is the historical data telling us. In this case, Clari's AI is telling us, based off the last 2 years of data, you're only going to deliver 44.5 million, not 51. So the second step was, okay, let's go inspect the deals. Let's inspect the business. So we went in and we said, are there deals that are at risk out there? And again, using the AI, using all the data from all the deals that we've won, lost, pushed over the last 2 years, we were able to use this AI score to sort our committed deals for the quarter and say, what are the deals that are at risk? And in this case, there's one that's particularly concerning because it's an 800K deal that is in the red, that the AI is saying is not acting like a deal that we typically win, right? So we drove into some details around that to understand why that's at risk, and it looks particularly risky. We would do that across all of our key deals. And now what we're doing next is getting into the one-on-one coaching session. So I can take the same level of detail into my coaching sessions with the rep that is on this deal. So in this case, I'm going to drill into Michael's business here. And when I go into my one-on-one with Michael, here's typically what it looks like. We'll start somewhere like this, and Michael will walk me through his business, what they think we can close this quarter, what are the most important deals, how much pipeline's out there, do we have any deals that slipped into this quarter from last quarter, and try to figure out, what are we doing to close those, how much pipeline generation, all this kind of stuff. We'll do an overview of the business. We'll really start high level, as CEOs more and more become CEOs, as reps become more and more CEOs of their business. This is, a business overview that we start that one-on-one with. And now what I'm doing is I'm going with a point of view that I've already generated ahead of this one-on-one. I'm going with that point of view and I am inspecting Michael's deals, right? So I'm going to go in and tell Michael, instead of just saying, hey, tell me about your biggest deals and how are they tracking, I already know because of the AI score that this one's tracking really well. I'm not going to waste my time on that. I'm going to go into detail on the next two deals where the AI is telling me this one's really at risk and this one's just doing okay. So when I go in here, I can automatically see for this second largest deal Michael has committed, he hasn't had a meeting in the last week. He has had a meeting in the last 30 days. There is no next meeting scheduled. I can drill into the details here. And again, I'm not doing this right in front of Michael necessarily. I'm coming with this point of view. And I can see everything that Michael's been doing here in the opportunity over the last several months. So I might come here and ask Michael, hey, tell me why you think IT storage should be committed. We haven't had a meeting there in a few weeks. They haven't responded to our email since that last meeting. We don't have an understanding of the economic buyer yet or the metrics. And I can come in as a coach and say, help me understand how we can get access to this economic buyer. How strong is this champion that you have, Dustin? Can Dustin get me an introduction to the economic buyer? And maybe I can connect him with some of his peers across our customer portfolio to see, how we can help accelerate this deal, right? But I'm coming into these one-on-ones, not asking them to report the news. I'm coming in with a point of view and coaching around these deals that are at risk. We're not wasting our time talking about a deal like this American expansion deal here, where clearly there's way better activity. There's files going back and forth, order agreements, investment summaries. You can see meetings week after week, emails going back and forth week after week. We've already solved for Medic. I'm not wasting my time on this deal. I'm focusing my energy on the deals that I can help this rep accelerate. And now what this is also doing as it relates to predictable revenue, as I come in here into coaching mode and I get a much better sense from the rep on what's going on in this deal, it allows me to call a much more accurate number as I call my number for the quarter. So that's what we mean by data-driven one-on-one coaching sessions have to happen very, very early in the quarter for me to deliver a predictable forecast.